Hi everyone, it's October 4th and welcome to day 4 of VLOGOWEEN. Like every other day this week, today went by really quickly. Our school gets out at 3:45, so I was ready to be home. I don't feel like mentally drained by it because I had a good day and I've had a good day all days this week. This morning I went in early because I'm trying to start or continue. My school has had a history of having video announcements. I think they were like a once a quarter thing where there were lengthier videos by our media arts students, but I wanted like a weekly one, mostly just to get information about ASB events out there, but also hopefully have another way for students to just learn about opportunities. Like we have FAFSA workshops coming up, and in addition to our college and career counselor going into classrooms to like remind students, I think having like the announcement would also be helpful. And what student doesn't like seeing other students on a screen, right? Like students will listen to each other more easily than they will listen to adults. So it's always helpful to have multiple modes. A thing that I'm trying to do with video announcements this year is start with a land acknowledgement each time. It's not something that I've seen other people do for video announcements, but I've seen students do it at the beginning of assemblies, at the beginning of pep rallies, kind of like large school events. But I thought it would be good to start embedding it into other systems. There's like a regular check-in, like a weekly reminder, a weekly land acknowledgement. But it was also interesting because, I mean, almost all of the students at my school are immigrants, migrants, or refugees. It was a really good conversation explaining like, what is a land acknowledgement? Why should we do it? And if you don't know, a land acknowledgement is just making a statement that we acknowledge that we are on colonized land. And for the specific context of my school, we are in a historically Black neighborhood that is currently being gentrified. So recognizing that so that that history is not forgotten or ignored is important. And it was a good discussion today about that. So we filmed video announcements, which is super fun. And then I had like 4 hours of meetings, which were good meetings and like useful meetings and planning meetings. And that was why I was getting together data stuff yesterday, was because I wanted to use that today to figure out yearly plans with our college and career counselor, with our like academic counselor, with the principal, the assistant principal, another community partner that's going to be working with us this year. And then during all of my like free time, so like before school, lunch, mid-morning break, students wanted to work on posters for the t-shirt design competition that we're having. So I was in the art room helping them with that. I did manage to, during my prep period, go and get some poke and some boba because it was Friday and I'm tired and I wanted it. And I helped one more student record their campaign speech. Elections are next week on Wednesday, and we are all prepared with that. So we're ready for elections. I don't need to do anything this weekend, which I'm really grateful for. I was able to get everything done. There's a really cool event by an author that I want to go to later tonight. But before that, I have a couple of hours and I kind of just want to play Breath of the Wild. I got myself a Switch for my birthday this year, and I know I'm like 2 years late playing Breath of the Wild, but it's like the best game ever. My favorite game when I was younger was Jak and Daxter. It just had a similar kind of vibe to Breath of the Wild. Actually, now that I think about it, it's really similar, so it makes a lot of sense that I would like Breath of the Wild. Jak and Daxter, if you haven't played it, had really cool and intricate natural environments, and with this kind of like ancient technology with like the different sages and like different elemental technology. Breath of the Wild doesn't have like the elemental focus. It's also my first ever Zelda game. I never have like felt drawn to playing it, but watching what the game was about, I was like, I no longer have a PlayStation 2. I no longer have any of the, well, I think I still have the Jak and Daxter games like at my parents' house, but I have no way of playing them and I really miss it. And there are very many times that I'm like, man, I just want to play Jak and Daxter. So I've been playing Breath of the Wild. I like refuse to finish it. I'm almost done with it, but I'm just like, maybe I can go and like explore another mountain, or maybe there's like, but I'm like running out of side quests. I wanted to help all the villagers with like every single thing that they need, and I was like, don't you need other things? Like, do you want me to get you some more apples? I haven't found all the shrines yet, and I don't think I mean, there's like 900 koroks seeds that I don't even think you need, because I think you max out at like 400th one. You can't really use them for anything, so we'll find them. I always like the little like surprise, because the creatures are just so cute. I love finding them. So I am playing it like a completionist, not because I'm expecting any like reward for being a completionist, but I just really like playing the game. And I'm always delighted every time I find another korok, and I'm always delighted when I figure out a shrine. And hopefully Zelda's okay in the castle fighting off Ganon, because I have like a few more flower fields that I want to roll through and ride my horse through. The author whose event I'm going to later, his name is Tamim Ansari, and he's an Afghani author who is a cultural historian, and his new book I'm really intrigued by. It's called The Invention of Yesterday, a 50,000 year history of human culture, conflict, and connection. I really like thinking about all of the different ways that we can tell the story of being human. Different people's lenses provide a different interpretation of the same events. I'm really curious what it's going to be about, and I'm really fascinated. So I'm excited to go check that out later. But first, let's go explore some mountains. So I decided that I wanted to eat a snack also, and I wouldn't be able to eat and play Breath of the Wild at the same time. So instead, I am watching someone explore Breath of the Wild. I'm watching a video called The Mystery of Breath of the Wild's Forgotten Temple. I've been watching a lot of Zeltic's videos on YouTube because his voice is like really soothing, and if I can't play Breath of the Wild, I still feel calm like watching someone talk about Breath of the Wild. It sounds insane. I recognize that, but I'm having a good time, so whatever. But yeah, so this is the one I'm watching right now.
Breath of the Wild's world is not only the biggest the series has ever seen, but also the most real. But some ruins found in Breath of the Wild are even older than those caused by the Calamity. Ruins like those of the ancient Zonai tribe.
I'm so excited to read this book. I'm so excited. The talk was really good, and I feel like he's, yeah, I don't know. I like want to read this right now, but I can't because I'm gonna die. Connor, what did you think?
It was really incredible, and it was exactly the way that you think about history. Like, that was what made it so especially poignant to experience. I love getting to experience someone else talking about and communicating about narrative and construction of history in a way that you have expressed to me and explained to me.
That's what I told him. I'm like, I'm so glad because I think you read this book for me, even though you read it for everybody, obviously. But yeah, so I'm excited to get into this. I promise that I had a really good day, even though I feel and look like I'm gonna pass out any second now. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish editing the vlog and then I'm gonna go to sleep. So I hope you had a great day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.